How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some of the most mysterious video clips that are trending on socials right now. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more mysterious content, just like this. Recently, a Reddit user by the name of 78flowyci shared some footage along with a chilling story that's intrigued many. According to the user, strange occurrences began manifesting in their home soon after they purchased an antique ashtray. The video offers a glimpse into these unexplained happenings. The footage, captured through a camera meant to monitor the user's blind dog, shows the kitchen light turning itself on and off. This peculiar activity even seems to startle the dog, who, despite her blindness and usual lack of movement at nighttime, is seen leaving the room. Further adding to the mystery, the user reports that unidentifiable noises have begun to echo throughout the house, heard independently by each household member. This development suggests a chilling possibility that the antique ashtray may be more than just a mere decorative object. One viewer advised the Reddit user to destroy the ashtray, warning that it could attract greedy ghosts that attach themselves to objects. They cautioned that owning such an item could inadvertently have created a spiritual attachment, bringing unwanted negativity into the owner's life. So could there really be a spirit already attached to this antique ashtray? Or is there another way to explain these recent occurrences? Let me know what you think and drop some of your theories in the comments down below. When Redditor, Black Shadow Team, and several other paranormal investigators toured the Indiana State Sanatorium in February 2023, they managed to capture something rather eerie on camera. While the poster was upstairs performing an EMF sweep, another investigator was filming downstairs. It wasn't until they reviewed the footage a few days later that they noticed the camera had captured something quite strange. Seems to be a door closing all by itself. At first, it can be hard to notice the movement. However, if you focus on the area behind the double glass doors, you can see it. The Indiana State Sanatorium, established in 1907, was initially built as a tuberculosis hospital in Park County, Indiana. Over the years, it expanded its facilities and services, eventually transitioning into a more general hospital, before closing its doors in the late 20th century. With its storied past as a tuberculosis treatment facility, it's long been the subject of fascination for those interested in the paranormal. Many believe that spirits of former patients and staff still roam its now abandoned halls. Visitors and ghost hunters often report eerie sensations, unexplained cold spots, and disembodied voices echoing through the corridors, suggesting the presence of spectral inhabitants. One of the most frequently reported apparitions is that of a nurse seen wandering the wards, perhaps still attending to her long-gone patients. There are also tales of phantom coughs and gasps, eerie reminders of the sanatorium's primary purpose. Shadowy figures have been spotted in various parts of the building, often accompanied by a feeling of deep sadness or unrest. Some visitors have even reported physical touches or pushes by unseen hands, as if the spirits are trying to communicate or assert their presence. The children's ward, a later addition to the sanatorium, is another area rife with alleged ghostly activity. The laughter and cries of children are said to be heard alongside the sound of small, unseen feet running along the corridors. Objects are also reported to move inexplicably as if being played with by invisible hands. In the sanatorium's final years as a general hospital, many more patients pass through its doors, adding to the layers of history and possible spectral energy. So has this video captured proof of the paranormal activity said to haunt this old sanatorium? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. This next brief clip, uploaded to TikTok by user Saver Delights, likely has nothing to do with the paranormal, yet what it shows will likely leave you stunned. Take a look. As you can see, the man drops a bottle of Coke. It bounces off the floor and lands perfectly back on the shelf. The funniest part is, the man doesn't even attempt to pick it back up. He just smiles, acknowledges the moment, and continues on his way. A perfect coincidence caught on camera for the whole world to see. When Redditor Hello Mister posted a series of photos captured at the Iam Parish Church in Iam, England, viewers quickly took notice. The poster initially wondered if the anomaly seen in one of the photos could have been caused by a dying battery. However, several Redditors didn't seem to think this was the case. The poster goes on to note that the photos were taken just seconds apart and that the brightness had been enhanced as the original was incredibly dark due to the low battery. As you can see, there appears to be a ghostly figure in the second photo. One that you can't see in the image before. For more insight into what this photo might actually show, it's worth taking a dive into the Iam Parish Church's dark history. One of its most significant chapters is tied to the outbreak of the bubonic plague back in 1665. The village of Iam made a heroic decision to quarantine itself to prevent the spread of the plague to neighbouring areas. The churchyard is the resting place of many of the plague's victims, making it not just a religious site, but also a monument to the resilience and sacrifice of the Iam villagers during one of the darkest periods in their history. Its association with the plague adds a poignant backdrop to its paranormal tales. Some say the ghost of the rector at the time of the plague, Reverend William Mompesson, still roams the church and its grounds, perhaps still watching over his flock. Visitors and locals have also reported various unexplained occurrences in and around the church. These include sightings of shadowy figures, an oppressive feeling of sadness in certain areas, and even the sensation of being touched by unseen hands. Whispered prayers, faint crying, and the sound of footsteps are often heard when the church is empty, fueling speculation that the spirits of plague victims still linger here. Another spectral presence linked to the church is that of a young woman, thought to be a plague victim herself. She's often seen in the churchyard, her apparition fading as quickly as it appears, leaving an air of mystery and an unsettling feeling among those who have witnessed it. So does this photo show the ghost of someone still bound to the church? Take another look and let me know what you think in the comments down below. The origins of this next video are unclear. It's seen here as uploaded by Ahmed Shah to our official Slaptam community over on Facebook. Take a look at what the footage shows. Watching that again, it looks like the girl is pushed, as if by an unseen force. While we might be witnessing the work of a disgruntled poltergeist, one viewer had a more skeptical take on the situation. They thought that the whole thing might just be staged, noting the camera's unusual positioning as a sign it was purposely placed just to catch the stunt. So what do you think it shows? We'll throw this one over to you, the viewers, for final judgment. Is it a case of a genuine paranormal situation, or is there another way to explain what we're seeing? Cast your votes and share your theories down below. Before we take a look at a chilling photo captured inside of an abandoned sanatorium in Michigan, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and unsettling videos. Expedition X is a television series in which scientist Phil Torres and paranormal researcher Jessica Chabot investigate supernatural encounters and mysterious phenomena. In the episode titled Ghosts of Eloise Asylum, that originally aired on the 2nd of August 2023, the team captured this strange image. In the foreground is the host Jessica, but in the background there's a ghostly shape that no one can quite explain. Despite attempts to replicate the anomaly, it seems they were unable to do so. Eloise Asylum, located in Westland, Michigan, has a history that makes it ripe for ghostly tales. Established in the early 19th century, it began as a poorhouse and farm, but expanded over the years to include a mental asylum, hospital, and tuberculosis sanatorium. The vast complex at its peak housed thousands of patients, some of whom lived and died within its walls under harsh and sometimes inhumane conditions. Due to this, many believe that the spirits of former patients still haunt the asylum. Paranormal experiences reported at Eloise are diverse and chilling. Visitors and paranormal investigators have recounted hearing unexplained voices, screams, and footsteps in the abandoned corridors. Some have reported seeing apparitions such as shadowy figures that vanish upon approach, or ghostly faces peering out from behind closed doors or windows. There are stories of eerie interactions with these apparitions, conversations with unseen entities, being touched or pushed by invisible forces, and sudden drops in temperature. Specific areas of the complex, like the tunnels that connect different buildings, are said to be hotspots of paranormal activity, with some visitors feeling overwhelming sensations of dread or sadness. Despite being partially demolished and redeveloped, Eloise Asylum remains a magnet for those intrigued by its haunted reputation. Whether these experiences are real encounters with the afterlife or simply the effects of the building's tragic history on the human psyche, Eloise Asylum continues to be a significant site for paranormal enthusiasts. Now, in case you haven't heard the awesome news, we've launched a brand new second channel. If you want to see the latest episode, check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, there's a spooky playlist there you can binge on. Now, leave us a comment down below which one of these clips you thought was the scariest or weirdest. We love hearing your feedback. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.